So, moving on to the Teen Titans live action series, we finally got it. We've been speculating this from the very beginning. We're getting Beast Boy. Yes, Beast Boy. I love Beast Boy. I love Beast Boy in the comics. I love him in the cartoon series. I love him in Teen Titans Go. Beast Boy is probably one of my most favorite Teen Titan of all time.
Oh, yeah.
Because he's just such a lovable guy, and he's such an idiot, but he has a heart. He's loyal, but he's a dummy.
He's a dummy, yeah. And also, from happening with Teen Titans Go, they made him a little more silly, but they added some stuff to him. I think every iteration of Beast Boy they do on TV, it gets, I guess, a little bit better. A little bit cringy at sometimes, but better and better.
So we got this guy, Ryan Potter.
He looks just like him, but just tell me
the
picture.
Picture here.
Great picture.
He could play a good teenage version of
Beast Boy.
And you might not recognize him, but he was the voice of Hiro in Big Hero 6.
So
he worked, he's done, I guess, a superhero role in a weird kind of way. So now we have the assembled cast of Raven, Robin, Starfire, and Beast Boy. You gotta get me Cyborg. You gotta get me Cyborg. If you're gonna do this team, you gotta have Cyborg. You can throw in Speedy, Kid Flash, Aqualad. All those other guys are cool.
Yeah.
You got to give me Cyborg. But it's the same thing we've always talked about with DC.
Yeah.
So if they threw a Cyborg in this movie, well, is it the Cyborg from the Justice League movies? Is it a different Cyborg?
Well, see, they always change it up and they go, it's not part of it, it's this and that. And like you were talking about when you say Kid Flash, he just left the Flash series. I've been watching the newest episode.
How cool would it be if it was connected?
Yeah, but they won't do it. It would be cool, but it's not going to happen. He won't be on
Yeah, he leaves that show and the next thing, and he finds like, oh, there's another team that's been looking for someone, and then boom, it's this Teen Titans team.
Yeah.
DC, it writes itself. It's so effing easy. They just refuse to do the easy
But
thing.
they're the same people that will not put this Flash in the movies. He'd be a perfect Flash.
Nope, they never will.
Yep, and that would have got me maybe to go see it, but whatever.
And it's kind of funny because I've gone back and started reading the original '80s Teen Titans, not the original, but the one that was newer when they added Raven and Starfire and all them. So I've been reading that one, and I even love Beast Boy in that series because he's kind of a womanizer. He's kind of like, because they're all having dreams about this girl, which is Starfire, because Raven's giving them dreams to bring this team together, and then Beast Boy and Wonder Girl's on the team too. Well, I wouldn't mind if they put her in this, but then they have to explain Wonder Woman.
I don't think they're going to.
But they're having basically Beast Boy in the comic is like, oh wow, I hope she's hot. Yeah. And then Wonder Girl's like, oh, Beast Boy, you've always been such a pig. All you think about is just physical appearances. And then Beast Boy turns into a pig and he goes, oink oink at you, babe. So it's like, I don't care if you think I'm a pig. I can literally turn into a pig. How do you like that?
Exactly.
No apologies for the way that he acts. That's the way
non-PC, and I love it.
Yeah, that's my favorite. That's what in the first issue. He just comes out and just there it is. So again, like I said, you gotta have Cyborg. You gotta have it because they built the whole team. They can't leave Cyborg out.
Yeah, it'd be weird if they didn't have him in.
So do you do just the very, very origins of Cyborg where he got into that accident, or did he have like a heart condition or something and his dad gave him robot parts?
Yeah, he's in parts and he got fused to him, yeah.
And he had that whole thing where he wanted to play sports, but now he's this, you never...
I think it was the quarterback, if I'm mistaken, yeah.
Well, it depends on what lore you go off of, because some people say that he was actually a wrestler, and then there's also people say, do you have a heart problem? Some people, the other stories
got an accident,
got
right?
an accident, yeah.
Because him and Starfire used to play against each other in football, so...
Yeah, it all depends on what storyline you go off of.
But he basically was like an all-American athlete.
Yes, yeah.
And now he's like this robot. And then in the original comic back in the 80s, it went on the whole, I had to get over the fact that I was a black quarterback, and now I'm this robot freak, and people look at me like I'm a freak again, and it's like I had to keep fighting these stereotypes of people. Now people think I'm some type of... Because when you see robots, you think, oh, it's some bad guy that, Metallo or something.
Yeah, exactly.
And he's not. He's a hero, but he looks like... because he's a machine.
Or even his name is Cyborg. It just sounds like a bad guy anyways,
That's funny because when you play Injustice, him and Farstrom have little interactions about the football thing. Oh, yeah, I remember we could have beat you that time. Like, okay, guys, you're way past that now.
But it's funny, though. I like that.
Yeah, it's funny.
So... if we got to do... because they basically... when this first started out, I didn't know what Teen Titans team they're going to go with. But they're kind of going with that team of Starfire, Robin, Raven, Beast Boy, and Cyborg.
So we're talking probably the 80s, 90s.
Yeah,
team.
That original team minus Wonder Girl.
Yeah.
Which I think would be a good addition because you need another strong guy on the team, or the strong character. Yeah. But I don't think they're going to be able to do it.
The thing is, I'm wondering when this takes place because for some reason, it seems a lot of the CW shows, DC shows, they use like flip phones. I know it's a minor point, but does that mean it's in the past? They're not using new phones.
Yeah, it's super weird because Raven's crazy young in this. Yeah. They casted a teenager. So everyone else is going to be a little bit older. This guy looks like, just from this picture, if this is a thing, he looks like a young adult, maybe 19, maybe max.
Maybe.
But again, that's Hollywood, where they always cast 23-year-olds to play high school
Yeah,
students.
they do that.
Yeah.
So this is where I think it's going to be a mismatch of comics, of TV shows, of cartoons, and just kind of bringing all the best storylines and trying to build
together. Yeah.
Again, it's going to be on the CW only app. If it costs money, I don't want to pay for it, but I gotta.
I thought it said Warner Brothers app. Is
it the Warner Brothers app?
Yeah, CW's free, so
that just irritates me.
That'd be awesome. But...
So they just kind of give a little breakdown. I'm looking through, see, there's not any real information.
No, I think they're just going from the basic storyline of he had a disease, his parents tried to fix him, and then
they gave him the DNA, and it did heal him, but it turned him green, and now he can turn into animals.
Yeah,
and I'm looking at this, and they're not saying anything about CGI. Like we said, he's a green person that could turn into animals. That kind of has to look good.
Yeah, I can't look cheesy.
Like I said, like we did the joke where it's like Beastboy turned into a lion, like runs behind a tree, and then like a lion comes out, so you don't have to see the transformation.
I'm sure they'll do that just as a joke one time, but I'm pretty sure it's not going to be like that all the time.
So I want, just by looking at this guy, he looks like a fun-loving kind of guy, just with the smile. So I want the jokes, I want the pseudo laziness, but deep down inside, Beastboy is a fiercely loyal person.
Yes.
You're his friend, he'll fight for you. Yeah, will he help you move a couch upstairs or something like that? Yeah, he'll Shrek responsibilities, but in a battle, he'll have your back.
Yeah, and I also want that the conflict in between him of being, because sometimes he's a really silly guy, but sometimes he gets a little too serious, and he gets a little too angry. Again, of course, that animal side of him that causes, because people usually kind of look down at Beastboy like, oh, you're goofy, and you're not serious, you're not strong, and that's what causes him to overexert himself to be more aggressive.
See, the continuity of DC stuff. So if Robin's in it, Batman exists.
Yes.
So if Batman exists, that means all Batman's villains and Superman and all those people exist. Well, are these all different versions? Is it the same Superman from Supergirl? Is it the same?
I don't know.
Is Batman going to even show up?
Yeah, it has to be mentioned. If Robin's in it, then it has to be. It can't be a Robin without a Batman.
Yeah. Well, he just became Robin.
Yeah, he's just all on his own. So do you do the Beast Boy where he was on Doom Patrol and all that? And then he came to the Teen Titans?
You know what? You could do that, because you could still fit it in with the original storyline.
Yeah.
Because that's the first team he tried to join when he got his powers, because his parents got killed. So he tried to join the Doom Patrol first, and then they kind of... I don't know, they had... He
kind of apprenticed?
Yeah, and they kind of kicked him out, I think, or something, and then he went to the Teen Titans.
I guarantee if there's any continuity, they'll say they're on a different Earth.
Yeah, it's going to be Earth 7, 8, 9,
yeah,
Alpha,
exactly.
whatever.
So that way it won't be connected.
And,
like they did with Supergirl and the rest of the CW, they're on different Earths.
I am a complete, I want to say cheeseball about this. I want Beast Boy Raven. I want Beast Boy to be attracted to Raven and kind of, try to be like, hey, try to like hit on her a little bit.
Just on the way the actors look, I think that's what they're going for, because
they're both kind of young.
Yeah, because they made the Starfire older.
Mm-hmm.
Robin looks older too. Like
they're going to be the two eldest members. We don't know about Cyborg if he's in it.
Yeah. So
the younger team members are going to be Beast Boy and Raven.
Yeah. So I'm thinking they're kind of maybe making that already.
Because you couldn't have two different polar personalities with Raven super serious and she's the daughter of a demon and she has that conflict of I was born to be like this when I turn 17 or 16 years old. I'm not going to become like this catalyst to bring Trigun back. Then you have this goofball idiot.
Well, that's why I like that episode. I can't remember what episode it was, but it's when Beast Boy started getting very aggressive with his powers.
Yeah.
And he started getting really crazy. And then I love the fact that, because he was talking to Raven, and he's like, I can't believe he let that animal side almost kill you. But then he's like, well, the animal side is what saved me. Yeah,
so because he was protecting her.
Yes, exactly.
But he didn't have any recollection, so he just assumed it was him.
Yeah.
But he was actually defending her. I love that. I'm a cheeseball. I love that crap.
And so Raven's like, like sometimes your evil side can save, do...
Aggressive.
Yeah, it can be good. So it's like, I would love that kind of go deeper, maybe with their relationship of like, how, like you said, she's born to be the destroyer of the worlds, and he has that animal side in him that he can't control.
Top 3 transformations we have to see. Gorilla... octopus and Tyrannosaurus Rex. I gotta see those 3 things. But doing like a big giant CGI T-Rex is gonna be huge.
Well, they do it with Vixen on Legends of Tomorrow. Because she can like manifest briefly, and they'll show a thing of it. So they do it on there.
Yeah, but the thing is with this,
but a big giant T-Rex is gonna be on scene. He has to be green.
No, I meant you make the animals green.
They have to be green.
That's gonna be weird. It'd be hard.
I know it's gonna look strange in live action, but it's got to happen. I'm super excited about this, and I can't wait to see costumes.
Yes.
Trailers.
So do you keep Beast Boy in his red and white, or do you keep him in
Black and purple?
Black and purple.
He should show up in his red and white, and then when they all become a team. So I'm wondering if this is going to be, they slowly but surely start picking up members, and once they become the real Titans, they get their class uniforms, and they kind of like find each
I kind of
other.
where they're not doing Nightwing, and they're just
Yeah, he's doing Robin.
I think that's interesting.
Also, I want Beast Boy to keep. They did this in Teen Titans Go. I don't know if any other comic books. I want him to have musical talent.
Yeah, like for some reason,
because in Teen Titans Go,
and he's got to
so
speak
good.
perfect Spanish.
Yes,
like he speaks it perfectly. It's so ridiculous.
Yeah, I don't know why. It just was something so much fun when he can sing and do songs.
Play the guitar and he can dance. He like do all these like entertainment type things.
Yeah, so it's kind of funny. I don't know why. Maybe we'll add more to his character.
I definitely can't wait to report more on this when we get some more footage.
It's coming out next year, right?
Yeah, sometime next year, but we still haven't even seen set photos or
So
anything.
they're probably really early on this.
And they still have one of the writers from Discovery. Check out our Discovery reviews if you want to know what we think about that.
Garbage.
Yeah.
But they also have people who wrote for Arrow and Flash.
Yeah.
So hopefully that guy's doing most of the work.
Well, it's funny that you want to talk about Batman because the Supergirl, they mentioned Gotham last year, and then this year Arrow mentioned Gotham. So there's Gotham in those worlds, but we don't know if there's any Batman. So.
Yeah.
So we don't know if there's going to be Batman in Teen Titans if they're not even, they just barely mentioned it. Gotham.
So super excited, but moving on.